know you've all heard of Tat Tuesday for Tatuaje, and Drew's Day for Drew Estate, and Fuente Friday for the Arturo Fuente brand. But where I'm from, on Friday, it's Philly Friday, and Philly cigars mean Ashton. This is what we do.
And if I get rocked for my kids, is that real?
Even though what we do is wrong,
We still hustle till the sun come up. Crack a 40 when the sun go down. It's a cold winter, y'all better bundle up. And I better be a hotter summer rapper onion just to rock it down. You hot now, listen.
Version, download it, get it to your friends, because I'm certain at some point the cats from Google are gonna get me because of the theme music that I played. You like that though, didn't you? Alright, so getting back to the cigar. Ashton has been a brand that's associated with Philadelphia because, well, the Levin family created Ashton cigars from here in Philadelphia. When you think of Ashton here, you think of Holtz Cigar Company. It's one and the same organization. Holtz is kind of the name of the retail outlet. They have a store in Center City. They have a store in Northeast where the distribution center is for the Ashton brand, and Holtz Cigar Company. Ashton is the cigar brand. Holtz is the cigar company, and that's where we go. Again, created in 1985, been around for a long time. Number of brands you're familiar with. You're all familiar with the Ashton brand, but today we're talking about the San Cristobal. It's a gorgeous day here in Philadelphia. Now, some of you guys might say, well, since it is Ashton, it's still technically Fuente Friday because Fuente makes Ashton cigars. Well, you're right, and you're dead wrong, because this baby is actually made at the Pepin Garcia factory, in Nicaragua. So, you're wrong. The San Cristobal is a 92 rated cigar by Cigar Aficionado. I'm going to get you an opportunity to take a good look at this joker. Look at that beautiful, beautiful ornate band. Ecuadorian Sumatra seed wrapper. Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan filler. This is the fourth of the San Cristobal line. The sizes are the Churchill, Corona, Gordo, Robusto, and the Toro. Nice, tasty cigar with an array of flavors associated with it. Mama said, knock you out. This is a really good, gorgeous cigar. So, what do they say we're going to get out of this baby? Well, they say we're going to get cinnamon. We're going to get nutmeg. We're going to get sweet cocoa, some earth, vanilla bean, nuts, leather, cedar, spice. It's got a little bit of everything going on in here. But we're going to see for ourselves. So, just on the initial light up, this is not a killer smoke in terms of beating up the taste buds and palate. Right now, firm in the medium range. There's a lot of stuff going on. There is a significant level of sweetness and earth, like good, fresh, rich soil, potting soil. It's not funky. Definitely that leather right on area behind, just behind the tip of the tongue. Some wood flavor I'm getting. I'm not getting any of those spices, not yet. So let me talk to you a little bit about Holtz/Ashton. I used to do a lot of business travel, or started my business travel portion of my career back in the late late 90s, working for the local utility company. I'd been smoking cigars off and on for years, but when you go out and you travel, you tended to pick up a cigar at your local bar back in the days where you could smoke, or in the hotel lobby. Sit down, smoke a cigar, enjoy a cigar, and do your thing. What I was finding is that I was paying like $20, $30 a stick. That was good on the company dime, but when I came back home, I went to a local cigar shop down on Walnut Street, Holtz. Found the cigars that I was paying, like Arturo Fuente, Chateau Fuentes, that I'm seeing on sale for $30. I'm finding that cigar for $5.80. I remember the price. I was like, oh. When I go on business travel, I need to get my haul of cigars and take them jokers with me, and thus began my real love affair with cigars. I used to go, load up on cigars, got myself a travel humidor, and I used to take my cigars on the road with me. Saved a fortune, and really began to expand on my cigar palette, because I was a pipe smoker before then. Great people at Holtz, going back to people like Robin Parsons, I hope you're looking at this, who now works for Cristobal. Met Robin 20 years ago at Holtz. Great people to me through the years, including now in support of me and my book endeavors. They're great people. So, this San Cristobal is smoking up real nice. I'm starting to get the peppery spice. So when they give me cinnamon and nutmeg, that covers the cooking spice. But if you say spice after that, that means it's going to give you a little bite. Not much, just a little bit of tingle on the tongue, little tingle in the nostril. You really feel it in the retrohale. Give you another look at the cigar. So there are 5 different versions of the San Cristobal. There is the San Cristobal Elegancia, the San Cristobal Ovation, the San Cristobal Quintessence, the original San Cristobal, and this one, the Revelation, which is the 4th in the line. As I've said, most of the Ashton brand cigars are made at the Arturo Fuente facility in the Dominican Republic, but this, they decided to take a little walk on the wild side, and these were manufactured in Nicaragua at Jose Pepin Garcia's factory. That's the home of my father's cigars, by the way. It's got a real easy draw, not tight, so I find myself moving on down that stick with the greatest of ease, like the big brother on a flying trapeze. Good taste. Some of that cinnamon is starting to happen back here. This is my first Revelation. I do a lot of the first time I've ever smoked a cigar while I'm on the videos with you. I want to experience it for the first time and give you my raw, this is what I'm tasting. But I do like to go and see what the aficionados say. I want to see what the manufacturers say about the cigar, so I can get an idea on what I should be prepared for. But then I give you what I get. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. And you're going to get something different. I like to cook. I use a lot of different spices. I'm well versed on cooking. I'm not a classically trained chef, but you'd be surprised some of the stuff I can cook up. I make my own pasta from scratch. This is a delicious cigar. I could give this to a novice smoker and not be embarrassed, because it's not overpriced and it's not overpotent. So this is something that you know, a rookie could get down and enjoy. Look at that ash. It's hanging while the big fella's rolling. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. Philly's got a lot of stuff going for it other than cheesesteak. Our sports teams are down right now. These are dark days in Philadelphia. But we're still the home of Liberty. We're still the home of Rocky. We got a handful of championships. I think we have one in every sport, including the Eagles, if you go back pre-NFL. They were world champion, it just wasn't the NFL. Blue collar town. Love my city. Love our cigars. As the tobaccos begin to heat up, it's beginning to take a dark turn. If I could, I'd cue the spooky music. All that means is it's starting to get a little earthier. It's starting to pick up a little bit in spice. I don't believe it will ever be classified as a overly potent spicy cigar. I mean, it's a medium-bodied cigar, but it is giving me more than 2 notes. There are still all along this underlying sweetness to it. So it's, you know, it's got that salted nuts, and I think that's the nut flavor now. So it's got that salted nuts, earthiness, but sweetness to it. Still the leather, still the cinnamon, and still the kind of pepper spice. I'd say a cayenne pepper, not that nice black pepper. I'm just talking about, you know, that level of heat that gives you something else on the mouthfeel. We're still doing fine on cloud 9 with the flavors. Look, I may give you another taste of what this thing is doing to me in a couple of minutes. How about that? Just like that, the ash has come to a fateful end. Nothing's changed. Well, I can't say that. It's gotten a little bit milder. Still that little cayenne, tingly flavor. All the flavors have kind of sort of come together like a flavor salad. You got leather, definitely there. You've got the sweetness. I wouldn't call it vanilla. You've got some earthiness. You definitely have a salted peanut going on, like maybe a salted cashew, right? Or something like that, or a dark roasted peanut. Which way I like my peanuts roasted, by the way. Good cigar. Don't snooze on this. It's a revelation. See you next time. Peace out, Cub Scout.